Hey everybody, and welcome back to Country Snooze. It's our first video of 2022, and I'm super excited. And what better way to start off videos in the new year than doing videos of the King of Snooze? So I thought this was appropriate since I've been seeing a lot of comments over the last couple months about General in the U.S., people talking about White and Original from General, and as well as a few other things. So I wanted to go ahead and start the year off talking about General. And I already have a portion of White in, maybe at around the 10-minute mark or so, so I'm already getting good flavor. And just wanted to go ahead and jump right on in. General White in particular is one of my favorite products. And I just love the smell and the taste of that. It's just amazing. So, first of all, General Snooze is the king of snooze. Not saying that it's the best, not saying that it's my favorite. Uh, this one is definitely in my top five, but there are there are better snoozes in my opinion, and it's by far from my favorite. This is probably fourth or fifth for me in my top five. Now, it is a fantastic snooze. And we'll talk about why I like it over original portion here in a minute. But top selling snooze in the world. The numbers do not lie. That is what makes General the king of snooze. Now, I also do not know which product is the top selling. It could be the loose, which I wish I had some of that, because that would actually be one that I would want to do this video with. I would actually like to have General Loose as well as these two and the General Extra Start portion. But since I do not have those two, I'll get a can of those and we'll do which I want to get some of the extra strong anyways, because not only do I want to use that here coming up towards the spring, but I also want to do a video. So we'll do a part two to Hail to the King, and we'll do General Loose and General Extra Strong. But maybe I'll reach out to Swedish Match and see if they can tell me which one is the top selling General product, because then we'll actually know who is the actual king. But do know that General sells the most snooze, and I'm assuming that it is probably one of these or General Loose. So, my money, if I had to actually guess, would probably be him, but I'm not for sure. Either him or General Loose. So, anyways, let's go on ahead and talk about General White. So, the flavor description for General White is spicy tobacco with bergamot and hints of tea, hay, and leather. Now, on the aroma, spicy tobacco, bergamot, lots of pepper, little bit of tea, maybe a little hay, no leather. Now, in the flavor, I get tobacco, I get a good amount of pepper and a good amount of bergamot. A little bit of tea, no real hay or leather though. And there are some subtle differences between the two products in flavor and in the aroma. We'll talk about that more here once I jump into the original portion. But honestly, I like General White better just because I think the flavor is better and I like that it lasts a good amount. Um, it's General White to me is a snooze that I can use any time of the year, damn near any situation, and pairs almost with anything. And it lasts for an hour, sometimes longer, depending on what I'm doing. Where General Original portion is more of it's one that I mainly use in the morning, with tea or coffee, or sometimes like if I'm drinking, or if I just want an original portion and I want that flavor of General Snooze. So white to me, I was telling somebody the other week, this is the Swiss Army knife of snooze. You use it anytime, anywhere, any situation. Like I said, pairs almost with anything. Really can't go wrong with it. This guy, though, I like it in certain situations better than I do, like say, like General White. I'm a little more uh, picky when I use the original portion. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna pause the video real fast, and we're going to jump over and throw in a general original portion, and then we'll talk about him. All right, so I got a portion of general original in, and pretty good. We got a couple minutes into it, so let's go ahead and talk about this guy. Okay, so like I was saying, there's subtle differences in between the two. On on the nose, on white, I get more pepper and more bergamot. But on the nose for the original portion, I get more citrus, not so much bergamot. It's more of it's more of a mix between like a navel orange and bergamot, and I get more tobacco, less pepper. Now in the lip with General White, I get more pepper, more bergamot, a little bit of tea, and tobacco. With General Original portion, I get more tobacco. It's more tobacco, more mild pepper, but the pepper's still there. And then it's more citrusy than it is like bergamot. Like I said, it's more of it's not sweet, but it has more of like a navel orange kind of mixed into it. And I get some tea, no hay really. Towards the end of the portion, though, I get a little bit of leather. And I might get a little bit of leather in the aroma. But yeah, like I said, subtle differences. But I still prefer this one. General White is just like I said, it's more all around. Like I can use it anytime, anywhere thing. This one, I hate to say it because I love the original portion, but it's just not as it's just not as functional for me. I don't think, and I also prefer white and white dry portions to original portions, depending on the product. Like when it comes to like Grove is my all-time favorite, and I could use Any Grove product, anytime, I love them. But I prefer like Grove Portion over Grove White, and that's like one of the only products like that's a thing. I don't really, I use a lot of original portions, but I don't use the same amount as I will like white or white dry. And you'll see when the unboxing for tomorrow's order, um, I have some original portion in there and I have some loose in there, but the majority is white or white dry. And I just like I like the duration of white and white dry. So like this guy, about 45, 50 minutes or something. I can push it to an hour and that's fine. Um, Depending on what I'm doing. If I'm paying attention to it, it's probably depends on what I like in the morning. If I'm using usually if it's this that I'm using, I usually have two of these in. Um, because most of the time in the morning, I have a can here. I usually use Grove Stark, and Grove Stark is what I like to start my day with. Uh, the nicotine is perfect, it pairs well with coffee or tea, and it's just fantastic. Um, General Extra Strong is another one, and about the same amount of nicotine, and it's perfect. So throwing two of these in is just a little more nicotine, but I find that it's still comparable. It doesn't feel that much stronger, um, even though it would be right at 17 milligrams. It doesn't really feel much stronger than the 15 or the what's I think General Extra Strong is like 15.4, so it doesn't feel much stronger. And sometimes it's just the way you got to do it. And then if I'm drinking, sometimes depending on what I'm drinking, I prefer an original portion to a white portion. Now, but the majority of the time, I like white or white dry because I like, I can go an hour or so and not have to worry about it. Some white dries, hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on the product. Um, some whites I can get over an hour with. So it just depends. But if you are new to snus and you have not tried these are two that I definitely urge people to try because they're fantastic. You can't go wrong with either one. Um, and I know that certain people are going to like the original better than the white, and some people are going to like the white better than the original. Some are going to like both. It all just depends on your personal taste. But General White, I think, is a better product. Um, Not to say that General Original Portion is bad, because by no means is it bad at all. It's just my personal preference is that white kind of it edges out General Original Portion just because of the duration, and I like the flavor a little better. I think I like the pepper. I do. I love the pepper. And while the pepper is present in the original portion, it's just more present in the white portion. So now I will say though, if we were talking about General Loose takes both of these. No problem. It's not a contest. General Loose is over this any day. Um, and General Extra Strong is a little different than these as well. Um, Not just in the nicotine and everything. It has another couple more subtle differences. And whenever we get to part two of Hail to the King, we'll talk about that. But they're not big differences. It's like these. It's just subtle, minor differences. So if you haven't checked these out, check these out. And also to address something that I was talking to some people about a couple months ago, there were some people. One was a very nice Norwegian guy. There's a couple Swedes and a few other people, some Americans, as well as I'm not even sure where the rest of them were from, but they were. We were talking on Reddit and on Facebook. They were under the impression that these products are different from the ones that are in Sweden. And I just want to let y'all know that is not the case. These are the exact same products, other than the can. That's it. Um, Although I did notice something, which I'll put a picture up here on the screen in a second. But the General White right here, this is a zero point 0.9 ounce or 24 gram can, 24 portions, which makes this 24 grams, 1 gram portions, and 8 milligrams per portion. But on the Swedish Match website, the Classic White, which is what this is, has a lower portion weight. They're 0.9 gram portions. So the portion is it's like 7 milligrams per portion. So I don't know if it's just that Classic White or if eventually these will be dropped down in weight, which I hope is not the case. But I just wanted to point that out. And sometimes I do see some stuff on Swedish Match's website that doesn't match up to what I know to be, you know, like factual for the product. Um, and sometimes I know it's happening a lot here recently. They're changing. A lot of companies are changing product weight or changing their like the nicotine strength and stuff. And it's it's unfortunate, and I hope that doesn't happen. But if it does, I mean, just so you know, it's going to be 7 milligrams instead of 8 milligrams, and they're going to be 0.9 versus 1 gram portions. But this was the exact same on their website for their classic original. And this is same here, 24 grams, 24 portions, and these are 8.5 milligrams per portion. So again, I don't know why the difference in the white on their website for the classic white, but on here it's 1 gram. So I mean I don't know, but I did want to point that out because I did look at that this morning, and I was I was a little bit I'm curious about that. I want to see if Swedish Match reaches out after I get in touch with them and see if they give me an answer or not. Because if this does go down in weight, I know that's going to make some people upset. I'm going to be a little upset, but I mean, it is what it is. Check out my cup I got. Somewhere Beyond the Sea. I found this at the Goodwill the other day for $1.50. Brand new cup. Couldn't believe it. I was like, huh. I also found some really cool antique shot glasses. A couple of them I'm going to give away as Christmas presents. But I found some old Schlitz mugs. They were shot glasses, and then I also found some old Miller mugs, and they were like the Miller shot glasses. And then I found some real China teacups and a few other things as well. And I was like, for the price, I couldn't believe it because I know my uncle has a whole collection of Miller glasses and shot glasses, and some of those, found even in thrift stores or other places, and they're way more than what I paid for them. And I got these all in one bag for like $3. I was super happy with that. And then I got this cup. So, but yeah. Anyways, enough about my Goodwill adventure. So to wrap this video up, same products as sold in Sweden. Not for sure if the weight will ever change on this one or if that's just a discrepancy on their website. And then if you haven't tried them, definitely try them. Um, Let me know which one you like better. Let me know if you like the white, if you like the original, if you like both, um, what your pairing preferences are, all that good stuff. Until next time, everybody stay safe, be good, God bless, and we will see you soon.